want to thank everyone for coming out to our annual Family and Friends performance, or preview performance if you want to call it that. On the floor right now, we have our 2024 BMR Winter Percussion. This year's show is called Anomaly. Our anomalist, close enough, is going to be featured our wonderful flute player, Brianna Chavez. Basically, the idea being that Brianna will infect the rest of this ensemble and that they will take over some of her properties. I will throw out that we just finished the show today, literally today. So our last song is hot off the presses. So if you feel like there's something missing from a visual standpoint, I promise you it's coming. And that's also my plug to encourage you to be our groupies and attend future shows. I just have a quick shout out for this team. So we had our first performance this past Saturday at Cranston. It was an eval show. An eval show means the judges don't score you. Instead, they give you some feedback, and they also want to make sure that you are in the right division. And after watching this team, the judges had a conversation with the staff and decided that this team should be higher up than they are, so we actually just got promoted as of today. A couple other things, I just want to introduce some of our staff members going to be here. One of our staff members that came with us this past fall, he's not here tonight, he works with the Battery, is Michael Reedy. We also have a BMR grad with us who helps out with the Battery and with visual, Natalie, who is here. Natalie, where are you? There you go. And our front ensemble instructor could not be here. He's under the weather. We stole him from Cranston, Dom Fusco. So that is our staff for this year. Our winter percussion leader is our senior member, Grace Turner. And for those of you that are new to this activity, very similar to fall marching band, the idea is as the season goes on, we add more and more. So right now, what you're seeing is a very bare bones approach. We are gonna have props that frame this entire floor. We're gonna have more visuals. There's gonna be a lot of stuff added, which is my second plug to be our groupie and come and support this team. Our shows are March 2nd, March 16th, March 23rd, March 24th, and our finals are Sunday, April 7th. So you could be our groupie big time and come to every show. Which we would all love. So without further ado, this is our very first entire performance of Anomaly. Thank you guys very much. Like I said, I encourage you to come back and watch us again. Before we leave the floor and have our winter guard come on, I just want to very quickly recognize, I mentioned this already, just a quick thing about this team. This team is made of one senior, one junior, and then a lot of little kids. And a big shout out, to what they're achieving with so many little kids, but more importantly, to our junior and senior. Grace Turner has been involved in this activity for a long time. How old were you when you started? 6th grade, 7th grade?
Yeah, end of 7th grade.
End of 7th grade, Grace started. And she has been integral in everything we do. She's a huge part of our marching band, she's a huge part of our jazz band, and she's a huge part of our winter percussion team. She's the president of our Tri-M Music Honor Society. This is her last season with us. I will tell you, as a director, when I can look at a student and say, hey, can you rehearse the kids for a few minutes and know that they're gonna get rehearsed and that they're gonna learn something, that's hard to find in a kid, and Grace Turner is that student. So please, big round of applause. There's going to be a brief changeover as we exit the floor. Obviously, we have a lot of equipment to move, and then our winter guard will be performing next. Also, one more shout out I have to give. It's rare to have an event over February break and have this big of a crowd, so thank you. It's also wonderful to have an event over February break and have our principal join us. So thank you, Mrs. Fowles, for joining us. 2 years in a row. All right, on the floor now, we have our BMR Winter Guard. Just a quick side note, because I absolutely love this about this team. Out of the 15 kids you see here, 8 of them are in middle school. So that's incredible to see, but it's also incredible because the future of this program is quite bright. And I have to say, I could not be happier to introduce as the first time our new, she was our color guard director in the fall, she's our winter guard director, she's a former student, a BMR grad, Samantha Hackinson.
Show is titled The Dream of Life, and we explore what would happen if you could dream anything you wanted every night, forever, and all the wonderful things that you could do. I would like to thank my staff. We have Jordan Kaiser up there. And not here tonight, and we wish she was, is Rachel Merchant. So yay, Rachel. So obviously we don't have costumes yet. Hopefully within the next week and a half they'll be in. And we are still waiting on one set of flags. So this isn't the final product yet, and it won't be the final product for a little bit because things will keep changing. So I'm just gonna put that plug in, like Mr. Schaefer said a couple minutes ago, that you should come out to as many shows as possible because this activity is always changing and we're always gonna keep improving and making changes and making it better and better. But with that being said, I will stop talking and I'll bring it on over to the kids.
Just one other side I agree. The winter guard schedule actually mirrors the winter percussion schedule except for their last show. So their first competition is also going to be a week from Saturday at Dartmouth. Their performance time is 4:04. And then they also have a show at Cranston on March 16th, a show in New Bedford on March 23rd, a show at Shepherd Hill on March 24th, and then their finals are Saturday, April 6th at Salem High School. So if you come to see one, you can see both. So it's easy to be a groupie this year, and I encourage you to do so. Without further ado,
let's suppose that you were able every night to dream any dream you wanted to dream. And that you could, for example, have the power within one night to dream 75 years of time. You would fulfill all your wishes. you would have every kind of pleasure. And after several nights of 75 years of pleasure, you would say, oh, that's pretty great. But now let's have a surprise. Let's have a dream. Well, something's going to happen to me that I don't know. Further and further out gambles as to what you would bring. Finally, you would dream. Where you are now. You would dream the dream of living the life that you are actually living today. That would be within the infinite multiplicity of choices you would have.
Thank you so much for coming out tonight. This is a wonderful audience. Just one quick plug. On Saturday from 10 to 4, we have a mattress fundraiser. If you've been thinking that your bed is a little lumpy and you want a new one, there will be a mattress fundraiser that benefits the Blackstone Melville Music Association. So consider coming out. Anyway, thank you so much again for coming. I hope you enjoy the rest of your February.